Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. My name is Jade Knight, and I'm very much going through a quarter life crisis. I have no idea what my reason is, my purpose is in life. I feel like 24-year-old Jade really knew what she was doing, and now 25-year-old Jade, soon to be 26-year-old Jade, has absolutely no idea. This is where this series comes in. I'm hoping to get a bit of steer on what it is that I should be doing day on day. And instead of putting off the things that I say I really should be doing, I'm actually trying to make an effort to do them. This is where this video comes in. I'm filming myself whilst I do the things that I say I really should be doing, but ultimately I put off, sit on my sofa and watch YouTube and or other TV shows instead of, using my time what I would categorise as productive. So this is week 2 of 2026, trying to get my life together and pull myself out of this crisis feeling that I've currently got going on. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope it inspires you to do that thing that you've been pissing off. This morning because that's one of the things that I haven't started doing yet is editing, which is, it's good filming these videos, but actually putting them in a video with some voiceover for your viewing pleasure or displeasure, that's another matter, and that's something that I have not yet started. So that's how my morning's going to go. So cue a previous clip of me working on my laptop. this is very much becoming more of a project than what I thought. I impulsively stripped the carpet thinking, oh, this is going to be fine. This is all good. This is fine. And then saw white paint, to which I stripped last week. And now I'm like, oh, I'll just sand it. Surely, if I've got like a fancy dancy plug-in sander, it should come off really quickly. No. I'm pretty sure the step that I'm currently sitting on, rude, the step that I'm currently sitting on took about 30 minutes. And it's not even fully done. So I think I'm going to put either a heat gun or more paint stripper on it to try and get the last bits of paint. But yeah, I have so much work to do. And I can guarantee I'm going to go through so many of these little pads. So wish me luck. In case anyone's wondering, I'm not doing this. I'm either going to paint, wallpaper, or something else, or we're going to replace the backboards. I am not stripping the paint from the backboards more than what I have done, because this is work enough, and the sound that comes off this is horrible because these are like tacked on. Yeah. There's slight regret in starting this project. I'll come back when this is finished. Do you know what I just realised whilst I'm doing this? And the whole reason kind of why I'm doing this at 4:30, 5 o'clock on a Wednesday, following work, is because I needed my brain to switch off. If I'm going to be completely honest, I just needed something that would keep my hands busy, keep my kind of mind distracted from everything, and just let me kind of decompress from the day. So as I'm doing this, because this is a very tedious task, and I realised I was getting so frustrated by the lack of results, like how long this is taking. In my head, this was going to go so quickly. Like I would just like 10 minutes a step, if that, and this was all going to be smashed out in say a weekend. But as I've been doing like these first 2 steps, I've been really frustrated that it's taking longer and the paint is just not budging. And yes, I could have probably made my life easier, stripped some more of the paint before getting the sander out. Then I was thinking, why am I getting so frustrated by this? And what I figured out is this is my first time doing this. So my expectations were essentially led by me, myself and I, and probably some of the very few videos that I've seen online. So in my head, this was going to be quick. The expectation was I was going to do this, I was going to fly through it, the paint was going to come off really easy. And the reality is not that. So I'm frustrated, not because this has taken as long as what it is, not because this has taken as long as what it is, but because my expectations were mismatched from reality. If I set my expectations that this was going to take ages, I wouldn't be disappointed because I would expect it to take ages and the reality is matching my expectations. And I think it's a testament to a lot of the things that I've got going on that I'm moving towards. And the reason why I'm filming these videos is to kind of document it all. I have these expectations for my life, I've got these goals, I've got these things that I'm moving towards. And day in and day out, I've got a vision for how I'm supposed to be, where I wake up and I'm productive and I'm using every minute, every hour of my day in a proactive way that's moving me towards my goals. And I've been giving myself a really hard time because I'm not doing that. I feel like I'm stopping my own progress with no real justification, no real cause. And I'm sure if I think about it more, I'll figure that out. And I kind of tap on it when I help out my clients, where they're in a similar situation of I want this, I've put in all this effort so far, I feel stagnant. I feel like each day is a struggle to just keep things moving. And maybe that is just, it comes down to in part that misalignment between your reality and your expectations. But when you set yourself up with such a rigid, such a big goal in a small amount of time, such as doing this in one weekend, you are going to be disappointed, you are going to be frustrated, and you're going to be unmotivated. So when you wake up looking at this, I can guarantee I'm going to get halfway through this, and I'm not even going to get halfway through this, I'm on the second step, and I'm already thinking, do I just replace the whole lot? Do I find an easier way out? But I don't want to do that, because these stairs are original to the house, and I want to keep as much of this house as original as possible. So that's not it's an option, but it's not a real option for me. So what I need to do now, and what I'm doing as I'm talking, is resetting my expectations for this job. Instead of thinking this is going to get done in a weekend, it's probably going to get done in 5. And that's before I can stain it. Or if I do stain it, it's going to be doing it in increments, which I don't think is recommended, but I'll figure it out. So if you're feeling frustrated with something that is taking you too long, is not going your way for whatever reason, take a moment and rethink what your expectations are around it. So if you're going to take anything away from this video, take away that. So with that, I'm going to get back to sanding, because it's not going to get done if I don't put in the effort to do it, and 5 weekends seems incredibly realistic. Okay, I will admit, I had a complete crash out yesterday. Don't know what happened, just everything shut down. I needed a day. However, when I was wrapping up the stairs the last day, so on Wednesday when I was filming last, I was using this little guy after stripping with a paint stripper to try and get the rest of the paint off. And I don't know if the camera's picking up, but there's still quite a bit of paint. And this is after like 2 hours, 2.5 hours for these 2 steps. And then my partner, turns out it sometimes is good to have a man in your life, reminded me that we have a heat gun, which is what this little contraption is. And it probably took us 10 minutes, if that, to get rid of some of the paint on the steps. Enough so when I put the sander on it, I shouldn't have to spend 2.5 hours sanding 2 steps. It should be a lot easier to do. So now that I'm feeling better today, I am busting out the heat gun whilst my partner's coming back from work, and I'm gonna strip some more paint. It is working. Well, I'm curious, if I just scrapey scrape, will that help me help? No, it has to be the gun. Which would be really helpful if there was like a middle between like this one and that one. Because this one gets really fucking hot. This just doesn't feel like it's doing enough. Tell you what, rather than having my back to you, I'm going to crack on off screen, but you can see what I'm doing. It's fun, really enjoy it. Joys of doing it yourself, eh? So what I found out is stripping it with a heat gun on one sanding does a much better job at getting the paint off than just sanding after paint stripping. So, with that fun little fact in mind, this is going to take so long. going to take so long. It's fine, because the end product is going to pay off, and if the end product sucks, at least I can say that I did it, and I've learned kind of effective ways to get paint off, and I'm sure as I go I'm going to learn more things, just as I've done today, of heat gun, then sandpaper, not just sandpaper, and it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. I swear.